maybe I shouldn't have did that, because I didn't know how he would take, because he has his master's in theology. Like, he's a theologian to the, you feel me, to the T. He knows his word and all that stuff. So I didn't know if he would take offense to it. I didn't know if he would be offended, but like, I didn't know how this was gonna play out. But not too long after I posted it, he called me cracking up. It's like, like, you're silly. Like, I can't even believe, like, you're retarded for you to just do this like this. So for one, it was like, whew, you know, because I didn't know if he was gonna get mad or offended or whatever. But act like that just changed our whole relationship. And so after that, like, he got to kind of see just how I am as a person, you know, just being silly and everything else. So, you know, it was real cool. And he was like, yo, you know, we need to build, man, but like actually in person. So he helped me get a ticket, come out to Philly. Like, he came through me from the airport, let me stay with him. He brought me to his house and the whole wop. Like, you know, we just kicked it. He took me around like that. The next day after I got in town, he just took me around Philly, showed me the different schools, and you know, we went to the malls and out to eat, like, you know, he was kind of just showing me life in Philly. He showed me where Kobe used to hoop, high school at or whatever, all this stuff. Then we go like to this house, and he's like, come on. So I'm just enjoying the ride. I'm thinking Truth is gone, like on tour with Kirk or something like that. He knocks on the door, and then Truth just comes to the door. And this is the first time I ever seen him in person. And then I didn't even know that this is where we were going. So when I get there, I mean, when I see him just come to the door, I'm kind of like, you know, just kind of stuck for a minute. And so Dave was just like, hey, yo, Truth, this, you know, my baby bro Speed, from Portland, we won't. Truth just, hey, what's up, man? Whatever. And just, you know, we just came in the house and we're casually just hanging out. Like, everything. Like, his wife is just in there cooking. She came out. Dave introduced me. You know, I got to meet his wife and all that. Sat there and listened to these two have a 10-minute conversation, and all you heard was, you know what I'm saying, and yeah, I mean, like, you wouldn't understand unless you were there. But I get, like, his Truth was just like, yo, Tommy, like, we was at the, you know what I'm saying, and then the, yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying, like, cause we had the yeah, I mean at the thing with the yeah, I mean, like, that's all he was saying, and it was just like, I'm sitting there just like confused, cause I don't know what, cause I don't know what yeah, I mean, or you know what I'm saying, like, you saying, you know what I'm saying, but I don't understand anything you're saying. But you know what I'm saying, and the whole time Dave was just he corny, like, he hype, you know what I'm saying, just like, the conversation made no sense to me, but I was just happy to be in the presence of, you know, these two just kind of, you know, whatever. And so after that, you know, Truth asked me a couple questions. I didn't know if he was gonna like just grill me and just drill me on the word or something like that, because, you know, I study and all that good stuff, but when you with some theologians, you don't never know how that conversation is gonna go. But it was real cool, man, just getting to be there. We went to the studio. I got to see Cross Movement Studios, got to meet Verge, or True Life, and just kind of see like True's creative process, you know, how he writes, you know, how he studies, what he studies, just whatever. Like, just being around was good enough for me. Like, even if I never got a chance to produce anything for him or just anything like that, like, just being around and just learning and just kind of seeing everything that he does in a day or that he goes to, crack. That was good. One of the DJs at the station, I don't know if he heard my name just in the song or what, but ended up hitting me up on MySpace, and he was like, yo, Speedy, I heard the song, we marching, you know, with you and Concrete. And he was asking, you know, he's like, did you make the beat? And I was like, yeah, I made that. And he's like, is that your song or a Concrete song? And I was like, well, that's my song, you know, featuring them. And so he was like, oh, because we actually, like, I guess they thought it was Concrete song, and so they had Concrete on the radio probably like a week or two prior, just, you know, doing a little radio interview with Tone and and he was like, oh, well, actually, you know, we should have been doing you, but we thought it was their song, so we called them. And so I'm like, dang, now I see why you said, oh no, you know what I mean? Like, that's big, just to be on the radio with Tone doing a radio interview. But he was just like, yeah, man, he was like, let me holla at T. So I guess he told Tone, you know, what was really going on, and he ended up calling me. Like, I don't even know I don't even know how he got my number. I don't remember if I gave it to the DJ or not, but all I know is he called me out the blue and just, what's up? I'm like, who is this? He's like, this is Tone. And I had to let it register for a minute, like, Lord make me over, Tone? He was like, yeah. I'm like, what's up? You know, because at that point, you don't, like, I didn't expect him to just be calling me like that. So it's like that weird mix of being excited, but also trying to maintain your G, because you don't want to sound too excited and, you know, sound like a groupie or something like that. So it was just kind of like, okay, what's up, bro? How can I help you? You know, trying to be cool or something. And so he was just like, he was just letting me know that he heard the song, that he enjoyed the message, he enjoyed the beat. He was letting me know that he heard a couple other of my songs. He was like, I really like your production, man. You nice. And he just kind of wrapped it up with me and was just like, you know, like, it's hard to really explain, like, if you don't really know, like, the situation. But he basically just kind of let me know that, you know, keep doing what you're doing. He was just like, I see that what you're doing is, like, different from what you would really hear in gospel. And he was just saying, like, from experience, knowing that you're doing something that is totally different than the norm, you're gonna be over a lot of people's heads. But he was kind of just giving me the game, like, you know, but, you know, don't let that discourage you. You know, if people don't get it, just do what God is telling you to do, keep doing that, and, you know, keep pushing on. And I was like, I appreciate that. And from then, you know, he ended up doing the intro to my CD and did like a little skit with me or whatever for me to throw on my third project, which was a good look for me. And you know, he even let me do, like, remix a couple songs from there's a song, That's When, that's on the O2 album. He had shot me some vocals and was just like, yo, you know, remix this when we won't, and he put it on MySpace with a couple other producers who he had shot them the same vocals, and, you know, we all kind of just put our own different spin to it. But it was a good look for you know, that's how I ended up even meeting the big homie Claude Deuce down in Augusta and all that, like, just through Tone. And another time, like, he just called me one day, like, just to give me game. Like, we really just sat on the phone for like a cool hour, like, and he was just like kind of giving me the game, just telling me about the industry, telling me about you know, the word, telling me about church. Like, he was just really just giving me game. You're not gonna find too many people that are willing to do that, is what I'm trying to say. Like, there's not too many major people who will call you as a local just gospel dude and just give you game like that. After getting to meet and talk to him, it's like there's nothing that anybody could say about him that would make me just be like, oh yeah, I don't mess with dude. Like, I got nothing but love for dude. Like, he's a real cat. He's deep, man. And you wouldn't know that unless you actually took the time to, you know, just talk to him. But then at the same time, he don't just let everybody into his personal life. So, you know, I feel honored, and I definitely appreciate being able to meet him, work with him, and just soak up game from him. Real talk. The reason why I was absent so long, because anybody who knows me knows I'm a workaholic, especially like when I'm trying to get something done. Like, I go, just zoom, whatever, you know, what we doing? Yeah, I get after it. And so the one thing, or the one reason why a lot of people were kind of like, you know, Speedy, where you been though? Like, cause you ain't really done nothing in a while. But it was like, bro, I was coming to the point to where I was at a crossroads. Like, I had experienced so much in such a short period of time that I really kind of had to adjust and see, you know what I mean? Like, cause any temptation that you may face, any, like, I guess persecution or anything that you may get, it only elevates the higher you go up. There's certain stuff that when I was starting out wasn't a problem. The further I went, the more it became a problem.